Hi, I'm Barb Boyer, and I've been taking Chinese brush painting from Gail for about 8 years. And I've always been interested in art. I started as a young child, but had some close friends that were, for example, one woman did Ikebana flower arranging, and I think that started me with an interest in the Oriental arts. And I have been very pleased with my studies with Gail, and I enjoy the simplicity of it and the spontaneous style of Ling Ning style.
Hi, my name is Natalie Hamlet, and I've always been very artistic, and I wanted to do something that more reflected my heritage. That's why I do Chinese painting.
Okay, thank you. Go.
Hi, my name is Rita Rosenzweig, and I've been taking Chinese brush painting for 3 years with Gail as my teacher. The reason I initially took Chinese brush painting was because I wanted to paint a large bamboo painting for over my bed. I've always been attracted to bamboo with its very flowing and relaxing forms. I also like the graphical impact of much of Chinese brush painting, that it's not that busy, it's very simple, it really gets to the spirit of the object one is painting. I also like the feminine aspects of Chinese brush painting. I find it a very pretty style of painting, and there isn't a very strong masculine influence. There's many flowers, very graceful trees, and so being a girly type of person, that appeals to me greatly. I also like the coloration, the softness of the paper, and as from the painting viewpoint, as someone doing it versus someone appreciating the brush painting, I find it relaxing. It takes me away from day-to-day issues. I really have to concentrate on what I'm doing. And that's about it.
Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Veena. I'm originally from India. I've lived in Atlanta for the past 10 years, and I've been doing Chinese painting for the past 4 years now. And I love Chinese brush painting, and I saw Gail's work in a restaurant I had been to about 4 or 5 years ago, and I instantly fell in love with it. And Gail keeps saying, when you're ready, the teacher appears before you, and that was exactly the case for me. And I have done Chinese painting since then. I love it, and it makes me feel really peaceful. And I do yoga also, so the concept of the energy flow and making sure that my body and mind are together, they come together when I'm painting. And I absolutely love the 2 hours that I spend here on a weekly basis, and I expect that I'll continue to keep painting for a long, long time to come.
I'm Andy, and I've been taking classes with Gail for the last 8 years. And the reason that I enjoy Chinese ink and watercolor is because I've always had an interest in Asian art and in Asian studies. I piddled with watercolor for a while in various forms of art, and finally, when I wanted to get my creative juices flowing again after not having indulged for about 15 years, I thought it would be a good beginning. Well, that was 8 years ago, and I'm still painting, and I enjoyed immensely. And as I continue to paint, I find myself going on deeper and deeper levels. I would really like to explore this much deeper, so much so that I do have ambitions of going to China and studying art for 2 years in a non-academic school, and have pursued that, pursued information on finding out how I can do that. I enjoy the spontaneous form of watercolor. I enjoy the Ling Ning style because it is very impressionistic, and I'm fascinated by the hybrid which has been occurring recently in Chinese painting between Eastern and Western, even though I prefer to paint the traditional style. And that's it.
Okay, hi, I'm Melody Soa. I'm one of Gail's students here in Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome. And why do I like painting the Ling Ning style? Well, I started off in watercolors and Suni Yi, and I found they were too formal. And the Chinese brush painting, the Ling Ning style, is very open. It's open to a lot of interpretation. Many different styles, everything from kibashi to likiran. So one doesn't necessarily have to paint in one particular manner. And that to me is very exciting, and it's very expressive. And my husband likes it, and he didn't like my other paintings, so no, but it's a lot of fun, and it's something that helps me to explore different ways, and helps me to express myself. Thank you.
Wonderful, thank you.